G'day, g'day. Here we are for the later afternoon games. Uh, we're looking for Saints covered, Colts, Texans. Where are the early games? What happened? Jags blow them out. Giants blow them out. Oof, Vikings by 13. Browns win straight up. Falcons win straight up. Yeah, good first half, Colts. No. Yep. Still covered 17-23. Oh, all right. So afternoon slate of games. Uh, Patriots, 88% of the money, 76% of the master money. This is a big game now. We need the Dolphins. Big money on this game, but majority of it on the Patriots. Number running up. Raiders, Chiefs. There's like 54% of the money on the Chiefs, but 100% of the master money is on the Raiders. Said earlier, was at 6.5, 6, 5.5. There's a few trickles now at 4, but nobody on the other side of that one. Lions, Bears, now starting to need the Bears. Lions, we've got 72% of the money, 71% of the master money. Where's it coming in late? It's down to 3.5 now. +4 had some serious money on it. You're getting a few nibbles at the -3 there. Total 72% over, 84% of the master money on the over. Patriots just going back to it, 77% under, and 92% of the master money under there. We're looking at now it's at 46, 45.5. It looks pretty solid, 44 there. Another big game, gonna need the Jets. Bills, like 82% of the money now. And we're looking at 76% of the master money. They're just running over the top of the Bills. Master money, generally all early in the week. Nothing since today. On the flip side, at anything above 11, 11, 12, 12.5, 13, 14, 14.5, 100% of the master money is on the Jets at those numbers. Like the later game, just for now, jump into Commanders, Eagles. What are we? 73% of the money on the Eagles. Eagles, Commander. The master money's real balanced. Let me see where those numbers are at. Jesus, this is all over the place as well. Let me see where this line. 9, 8, 7.5, 5, 4, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 4.5, 3, 3. Yeah, so since whatever day we had the conversation, this seriously has gone through the ground on the points here. Eagles master money's at 3.5, -3.5, -4. On the flip side, most of it was at 7.5, 9, 8.5, a little bit at the 4. Not a ton though. So early on, master money on Commanders. Now a little bit of coming on the Eagles. Well balanced, but for the bookies, there's a big slot in the middle that could land everything. Total, not a lot of volume. Well balanced though. Let's see what that one's moved. Yeah, so under 42.5, under 41, under 39, over 38, over 38.5. So it started out the master money coming on the under, and now a little bit sneaking back on the over there. Rams, Cardinals. This one's balanced up a bit. It's about 56% of the money on the Rams. 92% of the master money still on the Rams. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A little bit at 13. Nothing at the 14 on the comeback, the 14.5, and the 15 on the Arizona Cardinals is where most of that master money comes. So all one way, and then a little bit came back the other. Total significant money on the over. Looking at 84% of the money. Where are we looking at? Numbers over 48, over 46.5, over 45, under 49, under 50. So number looks pretty solid where it's sitting at right now. Chargers Broncos is gonna need this game. Gonna need the Chargers. Looking at 68% of the money's on the Broncos, and 92% of the master money's on the Broncos. 13, 13.5, 14 at the minus. There's a tickle at the plus 14.5 coming back the other way. Now the line looks pretty solid. 15, even some 15.5s popping up. So, and then the late one, which I'll try and get back later, well balanced Ravens Steelers now. And we're looking at about 58% of the master money on the Ravens. We're at 65% on the under, and then 94% on the over for master money there. I've got a few things popping up here. We've got Mark. How's the business been since the bankruptcy filing? Actually, volume is actually up. I think we got out in front of that and just explained what was going on. We're in a good spot. Should be a takeover of that within the first next sort of 30, 45 days. And then in sort of the pre-March Madness, post-Super Bowl, I think we're going to see some interesting things come along there. But definitely warming up for the World Cup, so everything on track there. Rams, Patriots, main player prop volume. All right, so let me look at Rams. That's from Milkshake. Just scroll down. Whoa. It's Stafford passing yards over under 255.5, really good volume. The Masters come under 263.5 when it was around, and then they've sort of come back over 255.5. But overall, that's balanced book. But the two numbers did get people heading in a different direction. Bunch of this stuff looks like it's off the board. Maybe there's players no longer playing. We got one here, Michael Wilson, total receiving yards, 85% over, 78% of the master money under. They went over 73.5 and under 76.5. On that one right now. And then seeing what else is in here. A lot of these, I think, coming off the board. There's not a lot of volume. Nothing jumping out there. They were the key ones. Let me have a look at the Patriots. A lot more action here. Looking at 75% under, and Drake May passing yards, the 233.5. Oh no, there's at 245.5 they come under, and then 240.5 they come under again. The current line was 233.5. So it was, and then on the master side it was like 86%. A lot of Drake May stuff here. Oh, here's one that stands out. Hunter Henry total receptions, 4.5. 71% on the over from the averages, and then 74% of the Masters under 4.5. Round pick'em, looks like. Another one, Stefan Diggs, total receiving yards over 52.5. 84% over. 54% of the Master is the under. What else? The only other one jumping out is anytime touch sales scorer, Kyle Williams. Sort of in the mid to high 300s. Some good action there. What else we got? Football. Let me see, college football. Asking about the FCS Championship tomorrow night. We're seeing 87% of the money on Illinois State, 100% of the Master. That was hit at 11.5 and 11. See, the number looks pretty solid there at 10.5 right now. And a few tickles on the over. So there you go. Enos. And then let me go back, quick look, just to see if any late money coming in. Going, just get messages, get some bets coming through. All right, get to that. Yeah, we're gonna need the Dolphins big. Chiefs, Raiders. The Masters are on the Raiders. It's dropped down to 3.5. Need the Bears significantly more than when I last went through this. Money coming in on the Lions. Need the Jets big time. Baltimore Steelers balanced. Slight need for the Commanders. Cardinals, Rams starting to balance up a bit more, and gonna need the Chargers. The under on the Rams game is the big total game, as well as the under on the Bears we're gonna need. And that's about it for now. First halves. Gotta have a look at these first halves. God, they're hammering the Patriots first half. That's going to be a big need for us. We need Miami in general. Not a data play, nothing there. Jumping out. Nope, going to need Cardinals big time. Ooh, slight data play here. Chargers first half. Looking at 82% on the Broncos, yet 86% on the Chargers first half. Not as much volume as I'd like to see on it to jump on it, but it's there and somewhat similar to that previous one that hung on in the early game. So that's it. Looks like I got all the questions, and all the best, and good luck this afternoon and back for the night game. Cheers.